Hey, and welcome to this week's episode of the new Salon Marketing Show, episode 19. My name is Vanessa McDonald. I am the founding director of Salon Marketing Creative Agency, and we specialize in helping beauty salon and skin clinic owners retain the clients you work so hard to acquire in the first place. And we do this through direct response marketing strategies with a strong focus on the most valuable marketing asset you own, and that would be your database. For this week's episode, it's a continuation of our theme, keeping your business and your clients glowing through lockdown. However, in saying that, you can absolutely use all of the tips and strategies that I share with you throughout the lockdown focused series of episodes that we broadcast here on the Salon Marketing Creative Agency Facebook page in your business, regardless if you're in lockdown or not. Okay, so if you're thinking, I'm not in lockdown, stick around. You'll probably pick up some very useful ideas on how you can get better at connecting with your clients, increasing retail sales, increasing treatment bookings, having a great sense of community, and so much more, because today we're going to be talking about Facebook groups and how you can use a Facebook group effectively for your beauty salon or skin clinic. Sound good? Excellent. Let's get stuck into the slides that I've prepared for today's show. All right. Very good. Now, before I start to deliver today's lessons for you and the content I have prepared on Facebook groups and how to use them effectively, I'd like to bring to your attention a few pieces of SMC news or announcements. The first one's pretty exciting for us, but also I've wanted to make it valuable for you. And we have a new a new website at SMC. So the way that you can access our website is smcagency.com.au. And you are, once you land here on our new website, you'll see at the top, we have some free downloads for you. Now, there's 26 skin-focused social media graphics. They're all editable templates. They've been created in Canva, and they're skin-focused. So just by clicking access, you will be able to instantly get access to those graphics and start using them across your social accounts, both on Instagram and Facebook if you like. They have been designed for Instagram. And the other thing I wanted to bring to your attention as well is SMC Insider is our exclusive Facebook group. And we are inviting any salon at the moment in lockdown to come along and join us for free in SMC Insider. And I just want to show you how to find the group. So you just need to search for SMC Insider members only, and then you'll need to answer 3 questions. And if you're currently in Queensland or you're in Greater Sydney and your salon is closed, you'll be able to come in for free until the 1st of October for Sydney, and I would say probably until the 1st of September for Queensland. I do think the Sydney lockdown is going to be extended well into September, and that's the reason why we're offering complimentary membership for that amount of time. If you are located anywhere else in Australia and you'd just like to come in and you'd like to take a look at the group and what it's all about and how it could benefit you by being a part of this marketing community, then you're welcome to come in for free for 2 weeks also. Okay, and so there's my 2 announcements. Let's go back to the presentation. Lovely. So how to use a Facebook group effectively for beauty salons and skin clinics. The first thing I wanted to talk about are the 3 different types of Facebook groups that you can set up for your business if you don't already have one. You've got a public group, closed groups, and secret groups. And I think for beauty salons and skin clinics to use Facebook groups effectively, closed groups would be the right place to consider getting started. It is more exclusive than a public group. With a public group, you don't even need to request to join. You can just find the group and join the group. But a closed group is more, it's discoverable and it's more exclusive. So people can search for and view the name and description of the group, but they can't actually view the content until they become a member, and they can request to join. Whether or not you get them to answer questions or not is completely up to you. I recommend, however, that you do consider doing that, because it helps you work out whether or not this person who's interested in joining your group is actually going to get value from the group. Ideally, it would make sense that someone joining your Facebook group would be someone living locally to your business, but it really depends on what the objective of your group is. So perhaps you've got an online store and your objective is different, but for most people, for most beauty salons, I would say by having a Facebook group community with local members who live locally or work locally to your salon would make sense. But again, it comes down to the objective, and we're going to talk about that in future slides. Secret groups, pretty much work under a cloak of invisibility and difficult to search, and not really, I think, a good fit for a salon to use a Facebook group effectively. But first of all, let's talk about why have a Facebook group in the first place. They definitely add a sense of community for your brand and for your salon, and allowing your existing clients, their family, their friends, so potential future new clients as well, who have a common interest. In other words, for us in our industry, our focus is skin and beauty, but it would be great. Imagine if you had a Facebook group that was just full of your ideal clients, your ideal future clients, that you can nurture your relationship with them even more than just seeing them for their regular treatments at the salon. So definitely bringing people together with a common interest. The thing I've been thinking about Facebook groups for beauty salons and skin clinics that I find interesting, especially for anyone who's in lockdown at the moment, is that they can virtually become like a satellite virtual salon for your business while you are closed. And so it could almost be that you have if you don't have a Facebook group now, and perhaps one of the reasons is that you might feel overwhelmed about, I've got to keep it going for the long term. How do I consistently come up with content ideas and value? I'm not sure what to post. I'm not really sure about how to be strategic around what I'm posting. I'm going to be giving you lots of ideas today for content, but you could consider purely having a Facebook group if you find yourself in a situation for a lockdown, and you could communicate that to your clients and make it clear that this group, the purpose of this group is to bring us all together through this lockdown so that we're able to stay connected with you, help and support you, make sure that you have access to everything that you need to take care of your skin and beauty needs whilst we're all going through this together. So it could almost be like a pop-up group concept for when you are in lockdown. So reconsider if you like feeling overwhelmed and it's this long-term thing and everything I said before. Look at it a little bit differently, that it could just be a temporary solution until you reopen your doors. And then you could actually go into your group, go live, and thank everybody when you reopen. Thank everybody for being a part of the community. Let them know the group is going to be still here for them in the future. If you're faced with another situation that you need to close your salon, then everybody is here, and you'll more or less start to post in the group again and make that announcement when the group is active again. Okay, so there's some points on why you might want to consider having a Facebook group. When it comes to your group, branding is super important. I'll often see a salon who I know they have a great brand, they have a brand identity style guide, But what they seem to do is, because often they'll be doing their own artwork and design in their group, whether or not it's using Canva or it's sourcing graphics in some other way, they kind of start to drop their brand ball within their group. So my tips for this slide at this point of my presentation is to say to you, apply the everything that is in your brand identity style guide. So be consistent with your colors, your corporate colors, your primary colors, your secondary colors, and your fonts. Don't lose your way, because when you have a strong brand, especially across your campaign marketing, perhaps you outsource your campaign marketing to SMC agency. And of course, our team are very, very careful to be consistent and on point with our clients' brand identity style guide. Now, the moment that one of our clients might put together a little mini campaign or a light campaign themselves, if they don't follow their brand identity style guide and they're just randomly using different fonts, it all starts to look a little bit mishmashed and lost, a little bit unprofessional. So really make sure that you stick with your brand identity style guide. That brand book is so important, especially with your colors and your fonts. Go to the trouble of setting up your brand correctly in Canva as well. You're able to do that with a pro account, and it will help you stay on point. So the message here is don't drop the brand ball within your group. Okay. Decide on the objective of your group. Why are you going to go to the trouble of setting this group up, of bringing together your clients who are interested in well, clearly are interested in the services and the products that you offer because they're your clients, but get clear on what your actual overall objective is for starting this group, because it's also going to help you come up with your content ideas. It'll make it a whole lot easier if you understand your why in the beginning of, why you're going to the trouble of starting the group in the first place. So some of the things that you might want to consider are offering exclusive content within your group. So at Salon Marketing Creative Agency, we've got our Facebook page, we've got our Instagram account as well, and you're welcome to follow us over there at Salon Marketing Creative. But inside SMC Insider, that's where all the magic happens for our community. That's where we post our best content. That's where I show up on a regular basis, plus other group experts who are relevant to the reason why the salon owners are there in the first place. And we present, we do Facebook Lives, and we have SMC Live training, and we put together marketing resources and graphics, and often we'll make them available for free or at a very heavily discounted price, exclusive to our group members. So exclusive content is definitely a reason to consider starting a Facebook group. Exclusive offers, education, having that sense of community and staying connected with your clients. There really isn't an easier way to stay connected with your clients, especially through times like what we're experiencing now in Australia and some parts of Australia with our lockdown. Also, too, one of your objectives could be to attract new clients to your clinic. And then that's probably one of the reasons why I'd also say consider only allowing local people to join, and then encourage those people, those members, to invite their family and their friends to the group as well, so that you are essentially reaching a whole new audience and potentially able to attract some new clients to come in and book in for the treatments and purchase the products that you have available to help them with their skin and their beauty needs. You can also set one of your objectives to increase your online sales, whether or not or telephone sales as well through a lockdown, which is a really effective way of retailing through lockdown. It's more personalized through a group when you're actually, going into the group, you're going live, you might be doing hosting a product demonstration, almost like your own TV shop style approach to showcasing some sort of product or product range from the brand that you work with. So that could be one of your objectives, is to increase retail sales through your online store, through telephone, through the group itself, through Facebook Messenger. So the point here is just to decide on what the objective of your group is. It could be to give exposure to some of the other local businesses that you already partner with in your business. You're already cross promoting to each other. Then you could add them to your group, and then they could. Your members could get to know them better in that way as well. But we'll talk about that a little bit more in the coming slides. Then you need to consider managing your group. And if having a Facebook group is something that you're like, I just don't know, Vanessa, I love the idea, but I just don't know when I could possibly have the time to manage this group, come up with the content, post the content, engage with the members, answer questions. All of this stuff is important, and all of this stuff is it needs to happen when you have a group, especially if you find yourself with a group that's very active and very engaged. And believe you me, I've seen plenty of them for salons, very active and very engaged groups. So delegate this out to one of your team members. You might have one team member who is in charge of answering questions. You could have another one who's in charge of creating graphics for your content plan in Canva and posting those graphics across the course of your Facebook group posting plan. You could also have another team member who's in charge of watching Messenger if there's any messages that come through from the group. So there's 3 examples on how you could delegate. It would be a matter of just writing out a list of the things that you need to do. And I've already given you a couple of ideas now, and then working out, okay, which team member could potentially help me with making this happen, this part of managing our group, so that everything doesn't land on your shoulders. Definitely encourage your team members to engage in the group, and speak to your top clients, those clients that have been coming to you for years, who you've got a very strong, very close relationship with, and speak to them about becoming actively engaged in the group. Let them know how much their contribution would help you in creating the community, and that they are very much a part of the big picture of the future of your salon and your brand, and you see them as part of your family. So you'd love for them to help you out to be active and to participate in posting questions, posting photos, adding comments, whatever it is, because these are your greatest influencers. So often on social media, we talk about influencers, and we have this perception of someone who has an Instagram account and they are, they've got 100,000 followers, and they're influencing people on Instagram to buy brands or book services at a business or purchase a course. And really, your team and your top clients are your greatest influencers. You are your greatest influencers. So if you think about them from that perspective, and they have influence over your clients, with your clients when they come in for their services, they're prescribing product, they're analyzing skin, they're doing consultations, they're making recommendations around brow shape, or what type of lash service is going to be the best, or which spray tan color is going to be, most complementing to their skin tone, or whatever it is, they are influencing decisions. Okay, so doesn't it make sense to have your greatest influencers very active and participating in your group? So think of them in that way. Increasing retail sales. So mention that it's definitely a more personalized and direct approach to selling online, and we're going to talk about that now. Actually, it'll be part of coming slides. So content for your group. I want to give you some ideas. I've got a few slides prepared here and multiple points to give you some ideas on the type of content that you can start to post in your group. And if you have an active group, it's a little bit stale, you haven't done a lot with it, well, take these ideas and just start fresh. It's easy to start fresh with a new banner. It's easy to start fresh with a new welcome message pinned to the top of your group, market it as an announcement, and it could be a video, pre-recorded video of you welcoming members and letting them know about the main benefits of being a part of your Facebook group, but also directing them to where they could find content, or perhaps there's some files that you've uploaded to the group. Maybe you've written some type of ebook around treating acne or pigmentation, or you've got an online brochure that has been given to you by your supplier, and you can store those in the file section of the group, and you could point that out as well. You could use Zoom, you could use an app like what I'm using here, which is Ecamm Live. Share your screen, you're included in the video, and give them a tour of the group, essentially. So there's an idea. Now with this jab, 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 right hook, I haven't thought about Gary Vaynerchuk's most recent book. I don't think he's written another book since Jab, 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 Right Hook, but I have read that book and I'd forgotten about it. I'd forgotten about the concept of it, and it's really important to keep this philosophy in mind across all your socials, but especially in your group. And Jab, 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 Right Hook is talking about delivering value-based content without asking for a sale or asking for a booking, asking for a transaction of some description. That's your jabbing, jab, 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 and then jab, jab, jab. And then your right hook is when you do actually post a promotion, post just a before and after photo with some type of offer that is relevant to the before and after photo, and then having a link for someone to be able to book online. That would be considered a right hook, as opposed to jabbing. And jabbing is posting educational content around a skin condition or a skin type without a call to action to make a purchase. So we've got that to think about before we get into the rest of the content ideas that I have for your group. Start with your welcome message, pin it to the top, feature it right at the top of your group. And the other thing that you can do is you can post an invitation, like a graphic, get a graphic created, or again, make a video for your members to invite their family and friends. It's exactly the same as having an active referral program happening in your salon. So as part of our foundation marketing package at SMC, it's one of our signature services that we offer, and our foundation marketing package incorporates an active referral program that we help the clinic set up and get some referrals going for their business, attracting some new clients. And it's all about being active, okay? So whenever you're asking, well, first of all, if you need something, ask for it. And if it's new members to the group, and that really should be your first focus in the beginning, is to get as many of your existing clients into your group first, and then from there ask them to invite through the group feature in Facebook, family, friends, work colleagues, anyone who they think will enjoy this special community that you have set up as much as they do. So it's just asking. It's exactly the same process as if you're standing at front desk and you've got an active referral program happening, and you've got this client standing in front of you, and you've got your referral vouchers. So we've got our referral vouchers here that we set up for in our foundation marketing, and it's like, here's a voucher. It's this is for family, friends, work colleagues, anyone who you think will enjoy the salon. We'd love to treat them too. There you go. You can pass that on. So that action of asking for the referral is essentially what I'm talking about, but you're doing it through the group. And it's really easy, because what they can just instantly go in and start to invite people from their Facebook friends into the group. You could find yourself attracting 5 or 6 new group members at the same time. I mean, who knows? Until you try, you won't know. But I think that that is such a powerful way of just asking your members to do that for you. And we've done that before at SMC. We've actually, I don't know why I haven't done it again, because the result of taking that action in our group produced 3 of our best clients, attracted 3 of our best current clients who have been with us for over 2 years and have taken up practically all of the services that we offer at SMC. And so we're talking about a substantial chunk of revenue. And I don't know why I haven't done that since, actually. I'm just going, why haven't you done that before? Why haven't you done that again? It's like, okay, you test and measure. If it works, repeat, otherwise tweak. So yeah, lesson to myself, even as I teach you, to repeat what's worked for SMC as well. Yeah, so I hope that has helped you with thinking about other ways of getting new group members into your group that aren't necessarily clients, but are affiliated with your clients in some way. They have a relationship with those people in some way. Okay, and you don't necessarily need to offer them anything to encourage them to do that, because quite often, especially in times like we find ourselves now, people just want to be helpful. Okay, so think about that. It's just a matter of asking. Giveaways and competitions are always so much fun, but especially in a Facebook group. And there's loads of ways that you can run a giveaway or a competition. It could be as simple as having a focus on a certain skin condition. So let's say, for example, it could be as simple as putting together a product package of slow-moving stock, okay? Say, for example, you've got some sort of, I don't know, pigmentation moisturizer that you found people don't really enjoy the texture of it very much, and the girls they're not really sort of, excited by the product. You've had it on the shelf forever. So you could put together like a pigmentation giveaway package to move that stock through, but also to deliver extra value in your group. And it could incorporate a peel that's going to brighten the skin and target pigmentation. And it could also incorporate an LED that's great for pigmentation. And then before you know it, you've got a package worth $330. You've got, and then you could have a series of content that you post in the group around pigmentation. You could have some before and after photos from someone that's gone through a course of treatment. You could do some type of ask me anything around pigmentation. Like, there's lots of different things that you could do to actually spin off the back of that giveaway or competition idea. And the way that the clients win could be as simple as telling you in a comment why they enjoy having treatments at the clinic, or inviting a friend, or it could be following you on Instagram. So you've got more of your members from your group following you on Instagram. Okay, so giveaways and competitions, and the ideas and the concepts you could run around that really are endless. This one I really love. Product treatment and demonstrations. There's so much content that you can get around product treatments and demonstrations. All you've got to do is this. Look, you just start with your treatment menu. So I've got one of our welcome packs here new client welcome packs we put together for clinics, and everything inside that's inside, including a treatment menu. Okay, so on this treatment menu, the first services listed are laser hair removal, and then it goes into skin treatments, advanced skin treatments, and it breaks it down into targeting skin conditions, and then we've got needling, and then we have more traditional style facials, more sort of destination journey relaxation facials, mindfulness facial. We've got our add-ons, our facial add-ons as well, are enhancers, teeth whitening, eyebrows and lashes, lash lifting, extensions, henna, brow services, spray tans, and cosmetic injections and cosmetic tattooing. So technically what we have here are one or probably over a dozen different treatment ideas for content creation for the group. Okay, and it would be, so use your treatment menu as a checklist, if you like, to do treatment demonstration. So you could start at the beginning and you could demonstrate live from your treatment room what it looks like and what it feels like to have laser hair removal. Have a laser hair removal treatment performed, what it looks like and what it feels like to have a skin needling treatment performed. And then, you know, you've got your client, you've got your model, you've got yourself, you might even have a team member with you, and she's holding the phone and you're broadcasting live in the group. You're demonstrating it, answering questions for group members whilst they're watching. If they have any questions, asking the client, talking to the client about their skin and some of the reasons why they were interested in having this type of treatment in the first place, and why this treatment is the best fit for their skin goals, right? So there's so many ideas just from your own treatment menu. And then what you can do is just stand in front of your retail shelf and you can start from the beginning and work your way through with content ideas around product and demonstrating the products. You might decide that you're going to demonstrate a range within a product brand. So you might start with cleansers and talking about the different cleansers that you have available and how they work and who they're for, how much you use, how you, if they're water soluble, how you work water and get into the cleanser and get it nice and foamy. And that could be a pre-recorded video. It could be a Facebook Live. You don't necessarily have to do all these videos either. It could be your team who are jumping in, someone's jumping in for cleansers. So maybe you've got a team member who renews all of her knowledge, all of her product knowledge around cleansers, and then she's in charge of demonstrating those cleansers within the group. Okay, so I love the idea of product and treatment demonstrations. And the other thing I really like about that, it feels a bit like your own little TV shop channel within your group to, you know, your clients, their family, their friends, other future ideal clients who might be local people that have, you know, found your group and are now part of your community, and they're being exposed to, you know, all the ways that you can help them. Hosting workshops, this is a focus for SMC Insider tomorrow for our SMC live training. And tomorrow I'm going to be teaching our members how to host a virtual workshop based on a concept that we've been teaching for years now at SMC, Skin School. So Skin School has always been a workshop that's held like a look and learn style workshop within a clinic. And some of our members in SMC Insider have had enormous success with the Skin School workshop, with the Skin School concept in their salon. I know Marg Otley from Ultimate Care in Mudgee, she has actually, where her Skin School workshops have taken her clinic is they sell out. They beautifully increase retail sales. They have an extremely high profit per minute. And she's been invited into schools as a result to talk to kids about their skin. Now, I don't know about you, but I cannot think of a better way of establishing your clinic, your brand, your team, your team of skin geniuses as the go-to true skin experts in your area than to actually do it through your local community and schools. Don't you agree? So Skin School is really cool, and it's always worked really well in a live environment. But here we are in New South Wales. We're in a lockdown. Here we are in Brisbane, and you know things are starting to move very quickly in Brisbane. And I just hope that you guys don't end up where we are at the moment. Oh, I get a bit emotional. So school holidays are coming up in September. They're just around the corner. I think around the 20th of September. There's a very good chance that we're still going to be in a lockdown by that time in New South Wales based on how our numbers are currently going and our vaccination rollout and all of that. At SMC, we're talking to our clients about, you know, having a marketing plan until based on you not opening until the 1st of October. and all of our clients are working under that plan at the moment. We're hoping it doesn't go that long. It probably will. But school holidays is a great opportunity to run a virtual workshop, which you can do with Zoom, and you can stream it live into your group. Okay. And again, it's going to be our focus for tomorrow for SMC live training. It's definitely a really good reason to come into the group, to experience what that's like, and then to get access to all of the resources, the graphics that we've created, the implementation guides, everything else is going to be there for you. So come on in and learn how to actually host a virtual workshop using Skin School as a concept for your first workshop, because from there, once you perfect that, you get that right, you can have all sorts of workshops. You could have a focus on aging, you could have a focus on just acne. There's just so many different ideas that we could brainstorm and come up with together. So I'm excited about that. So virtual skin consultations are a big one, especially when you're in lockdown, but even beyond lockdown, just continue to offer and master your virtual skin consultations. Caroline Turner from the Salon Moneymaker, also on the Salon Marketing Creative Agency team, is one of our group experts at SMC Insider, and Caroline is actually going to be delivering an SMC live training next week to teach our members how to make the most of their one-on-one online consultations and to increase the chances of that time that you're putting in with that person through a virtual skin consultation to convert into a booking or a retail sale, future booking or a retail sale, but ultimately a retail sale. So that's she's got a lot of experience in that area, and so she's going to be sharing that experience and her expertise with our group members. But once you've got skin consultations happening, don't just drop them because lockdown ends. Keep it going as a permanent service that you're offering in your clinic, and market that and offer that and talk about that through your group. Make it really clear, especially in your welcome message to your group members, that you're available. You're available through Messenger, you're available through FaceTime, and you're here to help and consult with them virtually as group members. In fact, what you could potentially do is put a fee on your virtual skin consultations. Say on your website, you might charge $50, for example, and then your group members, you can let them know that you get that for free. So that's just an idea I've had as I'm delivering this content to you now. Share team updates, news, get the team on board with posting photos of their favorite products and them at home using products, or even going through their skincare regime at the end of the day and going live and explaining how they're using products to clients, why they're using it, what they love about their products. There's no better way of getting your team more confident with retailing than if they're using products. So I hope that all of your team members are, but to actually then communicate that and demonstrate that through the group would be really empowering. So if you've got a team member who, for example, is at the Olympic Games, or she's having a baby, or she's had a baby, she's got a new puppy, or they're going to run a marathon, or anything at all, you want those photos, you want that content, you want those community jab style posts, and share that in your group. Other local businesses, your alliance partners, those people that you've already got a great relationship with, perhaps you're already actively referring to, like clients and customers to each other, get them in your group. Now, if they're not in your group permanently, what you could do is add them temporarily as a guest, and then you could do a Facebook Live and you could talk to them about their business, what they offer, the services, the products, how their clients benefit from their business, and how your members could also benefit from their business. And then they could end that Facebook Live with making some type of permanent member benefit or discount that your group members can redeem every time they visit or make a purchase at that local business. So those businesses that you may be thinking about approaching, but you haven't approached yet, who have a similar ideal client to, they attract the same type of client that you're looking to attract to your salon or spa or clinic, then they're the people that when you approach them and with the idea of working as in a referral, a reciprocal, having a reciprocal relationship for referrals, this is one of the ideas that you could present to them of how you can give to them, okay, by getting them into your Facebook group. So I personally would have them in my group permanently, and because you're only going to work with anyone who has great integrity and you trust, to not be in there, you know, always marketing their products or messaging your clients behind, you know, yeah, you get what I mean. Yeah. So news about your members as well. If you hear, you speak to any of your clients and you learn about, you know, something that's happened in their life, or they perhaps have a local business, or maybe their husband does, or anything at all, you can get them to either share that news in the group themselves, or you could get them to take photos and talk about whatever that news is about your actual members as well. So that's your more or less your jab ideas. I need to have a drink of water, and then we'll get into the right hook ideas. Promotional ideas for your group. Now, in SMC Insider last week for our SMC Live training, we had a focus on running little promotions in groups and across social media as well, to keep retail sales happening whilst, especially, you know, Sydney girls whilst in lockdown, and at the time for a little bit of time Melbourne, yay Melbourne, you did so great, Victoria, and now Queensland. And it was focused on lash growth serums. Okay, so what I want to do is I want to share my show you what the graphics looked like that we created for some of our clients and that they're using. So here is an example of a promotion that we're calling #LashGoals in lockdown. Now, you can see here that it doesn't matter for our members which brand they use, because all of these graphics are created for them in Canva, and the girls in Sydney who are full members got access to this for free, and anyone who was a guest member got 70% off, and their Canva templates, they can be edited. So if you've got INV, you don't have purely lashes, you can just put your INV lash growth serum there and perhaps a mascara there. But the idea is it's a duo promotion, a duo deal or a bundle, 2 products in one. And when they're purchasing those products, they'll save 10% or something like that. Group members, in addition to that, would also receive a $20 gift voucher redeemable towards a lash lift and tint when you reopen, which is going to help to introduce a lot more clients to that particular service. And if they're using an incredible lash growth serum like Purely Lashes throughout a lockdown period, they're going to come out with beautiful, long, natural, healthy lashes, and they perfect for a lash lift and tint, just like me on lockdown number 1. So that's me in the before and after photos, and you can see there that was the photo that I took of my lashes April last year, April 2020. And then when we came out of the first lockdown and I was actually able to get an appointment at a salon, that took a while, I can tell you. That's my very first ever lash lift and tint, based on the results of using my Purely Lashes Growth Serum and also my Lash Rescue Oil consistently for the duration of that first lockdown. So that's quite powerful, because you've got a promotion that has a story behind it that is relevant to so many people at the moment, especially women that are used to getting regular lash lifts and tints, and now their lashes are going to get a nice break, or perhaps their lash extension clients, and they're walking around just feeling naked because they don't have their lash extensions, or they're just looking shit and they're falling off. But it's relevant because anyone in SMC Insider who has Purely Lashes can actually share that story in their group and say, this is my friend Vanessa from the beauty industry. This is Vanessa from my marketing team. This is Vanessa, my marketing coach, whatever. And these are her before and after photos. So I know this person, it's a real person. These are the products that she used, and this is our promotion. If it happened for her, it can happen for you too. So you would, if you had a different brand, you just change that, and you also change your before and after photos, because those before and after, those results have been achieved with Purely Lashes. And then that can go up on your stories, on your Facebook, on your Instagram. But if it goes in your group, offer them something extra as a group member. Okay, so if you're offering for the duo bundle of the two products, the duo deal, 10% off, in your group offer 15% off, or in your group offer an additional gift voucher redeemable towards a lash related service. Okay, could even be a free lash tint for group members. There's lots of different things that you could do, but I really love the idea of a $20 voucher redeemable towards a lash lift and tint, because if you're charging at least $120 for that service, $100 to $120, you're making a good profit, especially if you've got skilled therapists that are well trained and they don't take too long to do it. Then and it's good for frequency of visit too, because it's such an addictive service, don't you think? I'll never forget when I walked out of that clinic and I saw my lashes for the first time, and then when you wake up in the morning and it's just like, wow, I just felt so good. Yeah, it's such a wonderful service. So you've got that, and there's other promotions that I'm going to be sharing with you on those slides. But before, I don't have to keep flicking back and forth, I'll show you another visual. So this is a promotion that many of our SMC clients and also our SMC Insider members are running at the moment for lockdown. So what you can see here is we're talking about virtual skin consultations are available, and you can book one, and we're doing it through Zoom, Facebook Messenger, or FaceTime for this particular client. Big shout out to Roz at Enchanted Skin and Beauty, one of my favorite flamingos. There she is. She had a photo shoot done, which made me very, very happy. We actually did that brand for her as well. So it's great when you're using your own photos in your marketing. It's just so powerful. So she's in lockdown, which sucks, but it is what it is. And she's doing her best one day at a time, talking about, it's important to maintain your skincare regime when you're in lockdown, and making sure that you're using the correct products at home. And we've got this happening at the moment. It's such a good promotion to compete with all those big online skincare stores, because very few of them would give away a full size product for free. So 1, 2, 3 free. Buy any 3 skincare products, get your 4th for free. And then we also have a gift voucher, which is a $25 voucher redeemable towards any facial treatment at all, when they reopen. We've got an expiration date, and this is really important too. Have you joined the Enchanted community on Facebook? Here are the benefits of actually joining. These are some of the privileges, and when you come in, you'll get some type of exclusive welcome gift. So then click to become a member, and that goes through to Facebook so that they can actually request to join the group. So there's some other marketing ideas there for you. Let me just see if there's anything else here I want to show you before I flick back. No? Okay, let's flick back. And then we're coming pretty close to the end now. Roz from Enchanted Skin and Beauty has had great success with home facial kits, but I really would encourage you to use the word prescribed when you are putting together a promotion for, especially for your closed Facebook groups, because that's the difference. That's the big difference between what else is going on out there with these home facial concepts, like My Perfect Home Facials, a TV shop, product out there that has people that are presenting themselves as skin therapists on the TV shop, and then they've got these pretty amazing results before and after photos. I don't know, sometimes I question them, but anyway, it is what it is. So you use the word prescribed anytime you're talking about a home facial. So that word prescribed is linking you to your client and the importance of your knowledge, your the respect that your training deserves, your experience deserves compared to anything out there. My prescribed home facial. So if you're putting together mini peel packs and stuff like that, you want to use the word prescribed as much as you possibly can. Hands care package. Now, I know for many of you, you don't offer nail services, but what you do offer are skin services. And what many of your clients do, even if they don't get these services at your clinic, is they get shellacked, they get SNS, and they get their nails done, including me. Okay, and so there's a very strong chance that they have got, compromised, weak, unhealthy nails as a result of that, and now their nails are going to get a really lovely break from having gel application. So doesn't it make sense to put together a hands care package, whereas maybe you go out and you saw some sort of fantastic cuticle oil or nail rescue oil just for this lockdown period to help their nails recover, but you're also incorporating, maybe with a branded nail file or something, but you're also incorporating skincare for the hands. So it could be, some type of professional hand moisturizer treatment, or even giving them a tip on using their exfoliation that they're currently using on their skin on the back of their hands as well, but putting together some sort of pack that has a skin focus too. So it's okay when you're in lockdown, especially, to come out, to think outside the box and start to offer some products that might not be completely relevant, but are going to help your clients who are here for skin and beauty, with an interest in skin and beauty. Nails does fall under that, but it's all about health. It's about recovery. It's about the health of their skin as well on their hands. So you can make it relevant, but tap into that need that they probably have, that the nail bar that they go to on a regular basis, they're probably just shut down and they haven't heard squat from them. I haven't heard anything from my nail bar that I'll frequent on a regular basis. Have you? Of course you haven't. So you could step in and then you could fix that problem for them, give them a solution, and increase your retail sales as a result. So don't just dismiss something because it's not completely aligned with what you always do in the clinic, because these are not normal times. People have different needs, and you definitely can offer them some solutions. 5% bonus on online store promotions for your members. So if you offer 15%, offer members 20. If you offer 20, offer members 25. If you offer 10, offer members 15, and so on. You get the point. Okay, so or any promotion, you could consider doing that. But I would always make your members feel a little bit special. It doesn't have to always be with more discount. Can be with some form of value add, like the $20 gift voucher example I gave you earlier. Okay, I've shown you the 1, 2, 3 free promotional lockdown, by far our most successful for lockdown periods. Delight and surprise for the gift voucher, relevant to the promotional package. I got a message earlier from one of our clients who she's got a promotion running at the moment. I might show it to you actually, which is to increase her online store. The awareness that she has an online store, but it gets sales up as well. Now, belly Don. This is one of Luke Hayes's super salon websites, and it's gorgeous. So here it is. And under promotions, I think actually we've got 1, 2, 3 free here. Yeah, we do. So if we scroll down, you'll see, hang on. Yeah, I want to become a group member. Yes. Okay, I'm going to have to go in another way here to show you this. That's okay. It'll only take me a second, so bear with me, and we're nearly done for today. Look at all that marketing we've got going out for her through her lockdown. Look at that, all those touch points through our targeted growth marketing program. A lot. You've got to up your marketing game. During tough times, don't pull your marketing back. I'm telling you, you're making a mistake. The best marketer always wins, always. Okay, so here's the promotion that I'm talking about. So this promotion's running for 1 week only. Okay. Oh, look. So Lisa's got normally for only $49, normally $99 on her skin consultations. So she's charging for her skin consultations, which is awesome. Offering 10% off first purchase for anyone out there in, the general public, but her group members, join our group, and then you'll save 15% on your first online purchase. So that's an example of giving members more, and then giving them the opportunity to be able to join the group as well. Yeah, so what she did was she sent me a message. It was Lisa that sent me the message, and she put in a $20 gift voucher towards any facial with someone who made their first purchase through her store, and that person sent her a message saying thank you so much. It was delight and surprise. It was something she wasn't expecting. So technically, really, what Lisa's done is put herself in a strong position to get a new skin client out of that example as well. Staycation packs include lifestyle products like candles, think Pure Fiji, think bath salts, think body lotions, body products. Okay, so this concept of staycation is very relevant at the moment, don't you think, for a lot of us? Before and after photos with a link to the product on your online store. And also, if you're providing any sort of tips around how to take care of your brows at home, how to use a brow pencil correctly, get the shape correctly, potentially through a Facebook Live video, that's something you potentially could also include in a promotion at some point. But just keep in mind that jab, 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 right hook philosophy of Gary Vaynerchuk. To get more group members, do it using your database, send an email, send an SMS, advertise and talk about, market it, promote it through your Instagram, Facebook, all the different neighborhoods within both of those, like stories and highlights and everything on your website, like what I showed you for Enchanted Skin and Beauty earlier. And of course, once you reopen, print pieces, posters, hand out flyers so that you are getting more people to join your group. So yeah, please do come and join us in SMC Insider. We would absolutely love for you to come along and be a part of our little pink community of marketing flamingos. And all you do is come up to Facebook, SMC Insider, and then you'll see it come up, members only. Send the request to join, answer the questions. It just makes it so much easier. And then in you come, and it's definitely free for you if you're in Sydney until the 1st of October, 1st of September for Brisbane, and anyone else in the country, come in for free for a couple of weeks and learn about Skin School tomorrow and how to actually host a successful virtual workshop focusing on Skin School. We'd love to see you there for that. And thanks very much for joining me for this week's episode of the Salon Marketing Show. I definitely, now that I've finished all of that content, I'm kind of like, I should have split that into 2 parts. It was a lot, wasn't it? Yeah, it was a lot. So, but that's okay. We've got to get it out there because you need the help now, right? Yeah, exactly. Thanks for joining me. And I will see you hopefully in SMC Insider. Okay. And yeah, just stay safe, everyone. Bye for now.